All right. Okay, so for this morning's presentation, I'm going to show you guys how to create a video using your phone. All right, and the one thing that, just as a disclaimer, I want you guys to recognize I have an iPhone and I'm going to be using iMovie. I'm not too familiar with the other phones like the Galaxy or the Android or any of those softwares, but all of the phones have those capabilities of recording yourself via video and then uploading it to whatever your platform is. If it's Google Classroom, if it is, I don't know if Class Dojo has it, but I know Edmodo has that capability. So they're all capable. So I'm just going to run you through the particulars, and then I will take any questions or comments. And I will also tell you guys, if you want, I'm offering a 2-for-1 special. So you can, if you want, you can text me your video that you created, and I will edit your first video, and I will do a screen recording, and I'll send you back both videos so you can see. So you'll have a finished video that you can put out, and you'll also be able to see what I did to edit your video. But I'm going to go over those steps right now. All right. So how to create a movie using your iPhone or iMovie. So a couple things. Step number 1, record yourself. I use a tripod, and I'm not expecting any of you guys to have, a tripod laying around or a camera adapter, but you want to put your phone up on something sturdy so that it's not shaky or jittery. I'm sure we've all FaceTime someone, that has a child that's holding the camera, and we're all getting like seasick as the kid is running around with the camera. So you want something that's steady. Of course, if you feel comfortable enough and you want to turn your selfie camera on yourself as you're filming your message, maybe, Christy, you're turning the camera around as you're painting something or drawing something behind you. Of course, you're not going to hold it for a long time because your arm will get tired. So that's perfectly acceptable, but you want to have it up on a balanced surface so that you can film yourself. Next, you want to shoot horizontally. A lot of our inclination is to shoot the way the phone lies vertically. It's easier to edit the film, and it's easier to upload it onto other social media platforms if it is shot horizontally. A couple other things, points 3 and 4, be brief and be authentic. So one thing that I've learned, and again, this is me teaching high school where the kids have the attention span of a gnat, with TikToks and everything. If you have a complex subject, break it down. So for Stephanie Clark, if you have a mathematics like equation, I would maybe, if it's a 5-step math problem, I would do 5 separate videos. Like, okay, here's step 1, step 2, step 3, etc. My videos for parents and kids usually are between 3 to 5 minutes, but I try to keep them between 1 and 3 minutes. I try and keep them as brief and as crisp and as clipped as possible. So I'd rather have you guys create more videos that have less content than less videos that are just loaded with like 10 to 20 minutes of detritus. Of course, for elementary people, if you're doing like a read along or something, that's perfectly fine. You're not going to create, 5 videos to get through Green Eggs and Ham. But if you're teaching a lesson or something, you do want to try and segment it. And then the last thing I have is be authentic. I'm kind of goofy. I'm kind of wifty in class. And my kids would expect nothing less in the videos. So just be who you are in the videos. Don't try and, speak above the kids. Don't try and speak down to the kids. Just, be with them just like we are. All right. So once you filmed yourself in iMovie, you're going to you'll open up iMovie and you'll get this screen. So the first thing you want to do is you want to select a new project. And you guys can see here, this is a screenshot from my iPhone. Here are other projects that I have recorded and used iMovie to edit. So that's step 1. Step 2 of this process will take you to this menu. And from here, you want to create a new movie, not a new trailer, because that's going to be kind of shorter, where a new movie will give you different features and projects. Once you've created your new movie, you will then be taken to this screen. All right. Now, again, for the video that I uploaded onto my Facebook and my YouTube page that some of you guys may have seen, I had to do multiple takes. I was out, on the beach, the wind, people walking around, all that sorts of stuff. So I did multiple takes. And if you end up doing multiple takes, you will pick whichever clip that you want to use. My advice to you guys, a little pro tip, is that when you are recording yourself, and again, this is if you care about it, I would leave anywhere between 3 to 5 seconds at the beginning of your film and 3 to 5 seconds at the end of your film. So, for example, this film that I made the other day for you guys, I had to set up the tripod and then walk over to my position on the fence. And that took, 10 to 12 seconds. And I didn't want to share that with the audience. That was superfluous. When the video starts, it starts with me introducing myself. So that leeway time allows me to edit that out. And I'm going to show you how to do that next. All right. So notice this screen is a screenshot done vertically versus horizontally. So you make sure you want to have your film laid out horizontally. When you pick your film, you're then going to go to project settings. And from there, you can pick the theme of your video. Again, iMovie, and I'm sure the other phones have all sorts of great software. So I traditionally, because I'm basic and boring, I use the news feature and the fade in and out to black. All right. The news feature, the features down here allow you to put subtitles. Again, if that's not a big priority for you, don't worry about it. But for me, sometimes if in one of my videos, I'm, want the kids to pay attention to something of importance, I'll put a subtitle down there or like a reminder down there. But you also, like if you're doing a historical video or something of that nature, you can change the filters. If you're doing like a Western, there's like blockbuster filter. There's the black and white filter if you want to do something historical. So you can play around with that and choose whatever setting or feature you have. All right, so this is where the fun begins. So in these steps, you can now edit your film. So the first thing you want to do is you want to cut the first few seconds of your film if you so desire. So all you have to do is in your iPhone, in iMovie, take your thumb to wherever the film starts or wherever you want to start your film, and you will put your cursor there, and you can you'll hit the split button. And then from there, it will detach this segment of the film from the other segment. And then what you want to do is you click the little scissors, which will cut it, and then you can hit delete. And what ends up happening is you can go to this next frame where now this first clip of me walking up to the fence is no longer there. It's no longer part of my film. So now we start with me introducing myself. From there, you can add text. And if you hit this button with the T, that opens up the theme feature and you can type. So for example, the film that I created for you guys, I typed, how to create a film using your phone. Boom. Now, let's say, for example, you want to use multiple subtitles throughout your film. What you can do, the process repeats itself. You go back to split, use your scissors, split your film, and then you can add your text. So theoretically, you can have 3 to 4 different subtitles. So again, using Christy as an example, if you're doing a painting and you want to talk about how you're mixing the different colors or creating a background or what have you, you can do that with the different subheadings. So once you have the basics of your film kind of edited, and again, we're not doing any superimposing music or anything of that regard, your film for all intents and purposes is done. So then you click the done button, and that will prompt you to this screen. You can do a couple options. Using this option right here, you can save the film to your camera roll, which means you can now text it to people. You can now airdrop it to people. You can upload it to your Facebook. You can upload it to YouTube. You can upload it to Google Classroom. All right, I'm choosing this option. I'm going to show you how to upload it to YouTube. Again, you don't have to if you don't want to. So clicking this button on your phone will take you to this screen, and it will tell you all my social medias that I use that I can upload the film if I want to. So movies, I upload it to YouTube. When you go to YouTube, make sure you're using your school account. We all have school accounts. They're part of our Google Drive since Google owns YouTube. So
Mike, I have to interrupt you. Nobody's seeing your screens. We keep messaging you. Oh, nobody's seeing your screens.
All right. Well, thank you so much for speaking up. Hang on. Let's see what's happening here. Krista Crable, you should have texted me. Hang on. Let's see. Can you guys see it now? Give me a thumbs up. I got one.
Yeah, we see you. We see it.
All right. Well, so I'm going to go back through this process once more. Can everyone see what I'm doing right now? Yep. Okay. All right. Thanks, Amanda. All right, Crable, you're on the phone, so if I goof up, it's on you. Just text me. Okay. All right. So this was the screen I was talking about. This is step 2, where you can opt to create your film. So like I said, you'll hit choose this option over here to select a new project, and then you will create a new project, creating an iMovie. And then that will take you to this screen right here, which is, this is the screen where I talked about where you can pick your desired clip. So again, you can see that I've got the different clips set up, and I have selected a clip for this film. All right. So again, this was the step I was talking about in terms of picking the theme for your film. Again, I use fade to black and fade out of black, and I use the news theme. And this is the screen I'll spend a little bit more time talking about, where you can cut film and add the first few seconds. So once you have your film queued up, this right here was the first like 10 seconds of the film that I uploaded to YouTube. So what I did was, you take your finger and you click split. That will split the film. And then you click this option, the scissor, that will cut it. And then you hit delete. And then that deletes this first part of the film. So now over in this screen capture, the earlier part of the film is now gone, and it just opens with me talking. And if you can see right down here, this option right here, the T, that is where you can add your text and subtitles. So by clicking that, you get this option for how to create your subtitles. And as I said earlier, if you want to create multiple subtitles, all you have to do, the process is very easy. All you have to do is go up, split your screen again, and just add text as appropriate. All right. And then from there, we said you're almost done, where you click the done option. And then this button here, this option here, allows you to save the film to your camera roll. And then from there, you can text it, airdrop it, or upload it directly to Google Classroom. So right here, this is the option that I have. I upload my films to YouTube. And I think this is where we left off. Make sure you're using your school account for YouTube, so it doesn't go to your personal page, but your EHT YouTube page, which we all have. And then from there, once the film gets loaded to YouTube, you've got a couple options. Number one, you want to add a title. So for this video, I did how to make a movie with your iPhone. And then I hashtagged it flipped learning. The category is education. And then the file size is pre-selected. I didn't mess anything with that. 720 frames per second. That's easy enough. The next option, if you're uploading something on YouTube, to keep in mind is the privacy settings. YouTube automatically makes your film private. So what's the difference between private, unlisted, and public? So let's say you and your friends go to Cancun, Mexico, and you want to create a film. You don't want to keep it on your phone. You want to put it on YouTube, but you don't want anyone to see it. Okay, easy enough. You can upload it, and that film is private, meaning nobody but you will see that film. If it is unlisted, so we go to Cancun, you create your little photo movie, and the film is unlisted, meaning people can only see it if they have the link. So if I want to share it with you guys, I'll send you the link and you can see the video. But people can't just search Cancun and my video will come up. If you select the public option, that means anyone from the public can look up your film. So if I type in Cancun into my YouTube query, there's a chance your film may come up. If Stephanie Clark uploads her film about integers, and I type in, how to solve integers, her film may come up again because it's public. So just make sure if you are uploading or using YouTube, you can create the different privacy settings. Sometimes if someone says, oh, well, the link doesn't work or I can't find the video, chances are it's because you have it as private or unlisted. Once the film is uploaded, you will have your bank of videos that you can then, put the link on your Class Dojo or Edmodo or Google Classroom, and you can start sharing. You can share it with the public. All right. So that was the presentation in a nutshell. I am now going to take your questions as they were specific. And again, I'm so sorry that the first time I went through this, you guys were in the dark, literally. So what, if you guys want to unmute yourselves, go ahead and ask away.
So I have a question.
Yes, Steph, go ahead.
Going back to the privacy, do you usually do it as unlisted or public?
I use mine as public. There's
Okay.
nothing that when I first started doing it, I was afraid like people, you don't want to go viral for the wrong reasons, but it's history, it's world cultures, it's educational.
Right.
There's nothing controversial. So I don't have a problem leaving mine as public.
Okay.
But again, it depends on your comfortability.
But you
and again, yeah,
like put the link on your Google Classroom or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, if you don't want to use YouTube as an option, you can upload your video directly to Google Classroom. I mean, that's another option too.
Right.
It's just that it's always good. The reason why I like YouTube is they're there for a rainy day. Like, let's say you start creating videos over the next month, and God forbid you're out sick or something happens next year during this time of the year. You've got a bank of videos where the kids they're ready.
Right. Okay.
So that's one option.
Okay.
Yeah. What else can I help you guys with?
So from the iPhone, might sound like
No, not at all.
Elementary, but how do I upload it directly to Google Classroom from?
Okay. So this is where we're going to get really low tech because I'm literally going to put my iPhone in front of my camera.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
So you're all familiar with this screen with your classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to go, my classes are named after cheeses this year. So then I'm going to go to this screen. You follow me so far?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go just like you would type anything and see where there is this little paper clip.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you would attach something. So from there on my phone, I can attach a picture or a video. And that's where, if you want to upload your video directly, there you go.
Okay. So you have to be on Google Classroom on your phone and upload it from the
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's just like uploading a file or other document. Yeah. As long as you got the Google Classroom app, you can do it.
Okay.
So the Google Classroom, it's an app on your phone? Because I don't have it on my phone right now.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'll just search it.
Yeah, it's an app. It's pretty
Okay.
easy to use.
Okay.
Yeah, just make sure when you do set it up, you turn off your notifications. Otherwise, like you'll get anytime you post something
anyone does something.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. What else you guys got?
So you said that everybody has a YouTube account?
Yeah, it's linked through the school district. Mm-hmm. Since we have our Google accounts, you've got your YouTube account. You just have to activate it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
So would our password be the same as our regular password?
It should be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm exporting mine now.
Oh, there you are, Crable. Always good to see you.
YouTube. Hi. I have a question about Zoom, though.
Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody seems to be able to answer my question. Can I record Zoom on a Chromebook? Because I don't have the memory to store it locally, and we don't have the paid version to use the Zoom cloud. So I want to record. So like I want to do a lesson, record it, and post it to YouTube. But I want to use the screen share features in Zoom or Galloway's not using Google Chat or whatever it is because of the liability of kids staying on after.
Okay. Geez.
Sorry to throw an extra.
No.
techie.
I'm just trying to think. So you're trying to use Zoom on a Chromebook to record your lesson.
Right.
I don't know the answer to that, but I will say if you use Google Meet, and again, I'm using Zoom with my classes. If you do record on
Right.
Google Meet, it uploads the video automatically to your cloud.
Right.
So I don't know if that's helpful.
That's what I'm just gonna do. I just like the being able to mute them all
Yeah.
with Zoom.
What kind of lesson are you thinking about doing?
I was gonna do a lesson on inequalities, but I was gonna use parts of the math online textbook. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna do it on Meet,
Mm-hmm.
not have anybody active, record it, post it to YouTube that way without any interaction from other kids.
Yeah. I mean, there you go. And like I said, like the YouTube option is simply that. It's an option. You can take your video and upload it directly to your Google Classroom.
Right. I mean, I could do that too, but I just didn't know.
Yeah.
You know.
And the other thing too, look on YouTube ahead of time too, because there may be other educators out there that have the videos done for you. Like with my AP government class, there's all sorts of content that's already done that, I don't need to reinvent the wheel if you're comfortable with that.
Okay, another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So since we're on Meet, how you switched your screen so we could see what you were doing? Like if I'm
successfully.
If I'm doing my lesson and I want to pull up a website, how do I do? I was thinking I was just gonna like cancel out of Meet, but how do you?
Okay, not a problem. So, and this is kind of funny that I'm telling you since I screwed it up the first time. So if you're on your computer.
Yeah.
If you drag your mouse down to the bottom of your screen, you should see like a little toolbar that pops up.
Yeah.
Do you see that? Do you see on the right-hand side where it says present now?
Yes.
If you click present, I don't know if it's the option for you right now because you're not hosting the meeting, but I can click that. It'll say present your entire screen. You click that, and then something will pop up and say, you want to allow them, click allow. Then I'm going through the program right now. And it will take a second. And then do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see my screen? So there you go. And now you can see, like, I'll take you, here is my YouTube page. Here is, my Google Classroom page. My different classes.
Okay.
And again, just to show you guys, since Kate, I have your son in this class. I'll show you his Google Classroom page.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. He actually did the entire class's homework for them without realizing it. He forgot to create his own document. So, like, this was when we were first going out. This was what I created. So I labeled the video like video 1, video 2, video 3, 4, 5, 6. I somehow 7 got truncated, but they're all in order. And the kids very simply can click the link and they can watch, the video right there. So all you have to do, and I know I'm kind of going quickly, is click add, and you can add your link to your YouTube page, or you can click add file and you can add your video there. That's of course, if it's on your phone.
Dude, you're my hero with the cheese names.
Listen, so funny enough, they were not my first option. Since we're cohorted in the freshman cohort, the English teacher picked them. Ironically, I wanted to use infectious diseases, which I think would be grossly inappropriate given our time now. But yeah. But yeah, so we went with cheeses. Me being a picky eater, I've never had, well, other than mozzarella, I've never had any of these cheeses. They're all like, well, what do we taste like? I said, I don't know.
Come on.
Seriously.
No cheeses.
I'm not a cheese guy. I'm not Urkel.
All right.
All right. What other questions? I mean, I don't mind. It doesn't have to be video related. I still can't believe the first 10 minutes, like my best stuff, you guys were sitting in the dark. Steph Matricardi, I know you're in here, and I know you filmed something. How are you making out? Did you upload yours? Did you share yours?
No, it's not good enough to share. I will not share that.
What do you mean it's not good enough?
It was terrible.
Okay, well, listen, nobody's expecting you guys to win an Emmy on this thing.
No, I just shared it with you, and I shared it with my co-teacher and Kate Taylor.
Okay.
But that's
Well, like I said, they don't have to be perfect. They're not going to be perfect. And sadly, hopefully we'll be back in time before we can perfect these things. But I'm trying to think, like I said, the biggest advice is just keep it easy. Keep it, nice and simple. I'm trying to think. Stephanie Clark, how do you plan on doing your math lessons?
I don't know yet. I think I might be doing. Eric has something on his laptop that like I can have like a PDF open on my computer.
Okay.
And I like write on it, like fill it in there, because it would be great if I had a whiteboard or something.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. Like I don't have that kind of thing. Like if I'm trying to go through how to do a math problem, me just like talking isn't gonna do anything. Like I need to have something that I'm writing on. So
the kids don't have like the little art easels.
I mean, I do actually have a little art easel for my son, but it's like very small.
Well, there you go. That could be the internet sensation.
Yeah, and it has like a chalkboard side and like a marker board side, but I don't know. So I have to figure it out. But I haven't done any like live meetings yet with the kids. Like I've done a lot of like check-ins on Google Classroom and things like that. But with like for your live meetings, you said you're using Zoom for those?
I'm just using Zoom because I feel the video quality is just a little bit better. And and I have like right now I have the ability, like I'm looking at you guys. I can only see the person who's talking to me, and then on the right hand side of the screen I can see all of you guys. Whereas when I'm on Zoom, I can lay it out like the Brady Bunch, and I can see everyone regardless of who's speaking. So like I had a kid who didn't think he could see me. He was playing video games. I'm like, dude, put your Switch down and come talk to us. It's family time.
Can the other kids see all the other kids on Zoom too?
Oh, depending on their settings, yeah. And they can have it just full screen. And you can also do with Zoom, you can also do the swappity-do where you can share your screen as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of preference. And none of my kids had a problem, getting onto Zoom and clicking the link and joining up. So I've done a couple classes with Google Meets, a couple classes with Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What other
exactly what I'm doing yet.
Listen, what did Scott McCartney famously say? We're putting the airplane together in midair.
Yeah, prior to this morning, I had like a tentative idea, and then that all changed once I read the email. So I'm at square one again.
What else?
Does it usually take this long for it to upload?
Yeah, it's taking a couple minutes, right? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's been going for like, I don't know, 5.
Well, you better get the high-speed Wi-Fi there, Chief.
Dude, it's awful. We're all on devices. 2 teachers, 2 kids. Everybody's trying to interact with people. It's insane.
Yeah, you'll get there.
It's going to be the spare bedroom.
What else?
Are you shooting straight video for your lessons, or are you?
So for my little like updates I do, I shoot them on my iPhone visually. The other videos, so I've used flipped classrooms before, so I have them done. And what I did was when I was at school, I would use the smart software on my smartboard, which allows you to screen record your screen. So a lot of my film is done with the smartboard technology already. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But I'm looking, as this goes on, hopefully we're back. But if this goes on in May, I'm going to take a look and see if there's any Apple software where I can do screen capturing. Not the best option, but
gotta use what we got.
Yeah. What else? trying to think.
So Mike, for your for next week for the plan, ever since we got that email, it said like a 10 to 15 minute like lesson. You had said you want to do like short videos, like 2 to 3 minutes. So are you going to do like 2 to 3 minute video, then they do something, 2 to 3 minute video, then they do something, or like how are you going to do it?
My classes are doing, I don't know if your dad ever told you, it's called Machine Madness, where the kids debate inventions in the Industrial Revolution. So I'm going to they had to do a reading for me that's due tomorrow. So I'm going to spend the first couple minutes of class kind of going over that reading and taking questions and asking them. And then they're actually going to do their debates on, digitally.
Oh,
so
okay.
the classes are just going to kind of do that. It's definitely not as exciting as doing it in person, but yeah, we'll have everyone kind of debate and then vote and then advance our bracket.
Okay.
So yeah, so tell your son he better be studying up on his invention. Better be flawless.
Yes, I know the alphabet, Phoenicians.
He's like, well, how's that an important invention? I'm like, the alphabet? Think about it. Nobody could be speaking without the alphabet.
That. Yeah, but they have to have different arguments each time, right? So I think that's a challenge. Yeah, he's on it.
Yeah, so he had an assignment. I posted the assignment, and you're supposed to download a copy and then make your own copy, then upload it. I think he just started answering the questions. Everyone's like, oh, well, Ryan did this and did the questions. I'm like, well, you can thank him later.
I just texted him that when you said that the first time. So now he knows.
So what else? What do you guys, anyone is there anything that I can specifically help you guys with? Anything video or otherwise, or Google Classroom?
I have a question about Google Classroom.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of late to the game on it, but I think I might have set it up the wrong way. So I have all my honors algebra 2 classes, which are 3 of them. I have one honors algebra 2 page.
Okay. And
I have one advanced algebra 2 page, which is really 2 classes. So I only have 2 pages because I thought it would just be easier. If I'm going to do the same thing with all my honors, I'm going to do the same thing with all my advanced. But now I'm thinking since they're meeting at different times during the week, do you see any problem with any big problems with that? Should I have the kids change everything now and confuse them all, or should I just go with what I have? And
I would, that's a tough question. So I see what you did, and there's the validity to what you did. I would just say, if you're gonna message the kids, if your kids know what block they're in or what period they're in, I would just make sure I would post a document that says, okay, if you are in my day 4 block 1 class, this is the time that you need to be logging on. Okay. I would just do it like that, because I feel like at this point in the game, if you were to create, a whole new roster, it would be there would be what's going on.
Yeah.
I think just keep it simple. I mean, that's just me. And
that's what I was thinking.
And I would just put the schedule up there. Yeah, I think that's the easier way to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're at the beginning of the year where you're smart. You can just lump everyone together. Me, I got to differentiate everyone by 5 different sections. Cheeses. What else? What else can I help you guys with? Crable, did your video upload, or are you still buffering?
It's still saying uploading. I'm going to cancel and try again.
Well, how far along is it?
It literally, the little bar hasn't moved.
How long? Let me ask you a question. How long's your video?
2 minutes. 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
All right. Yeah. Log out, refresh your app.
Maybe close one of the 87 apps I've opened.
Oh yeah, you're one of those.
Well, when I have to be on all these different between class JoJo with my kids' work.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Listen, let me know if you want me to, like I said, if you want to text me, and if you want me to edit your your film or anything, I can show you step by step. So
I'm good. I'm actually good with the iMovie.
okay.
It's just that exporting it more to YouTube, why and how to keep it private. So
Yeah,
I'm good to go.
awesome. Well, you know where to find me. Text me or call me if you have any questions.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right, no problem.
Later.
Anyone else have anything good for me? Anything else I can help you with?
How do you schedule a Google Meet?
That's a really good question, and I am not an expert at it. And as a matter of fact, I fouled it up. So what I did, honestly, I logged on at the appropriate time and just invited and posted the link. You want me to show you how to do that?
Oh, okay. No, it's okay. I didn't know if you could like pre-post it.
You can. You have to use your calendar. Like that's
Okay.
how we scheduled the PD. But my
Okay.
problem was, for example, yesterday I forgot to toggle one option that says like we're using Google Meet, and I'm sitting there in this Hangout all by myself. I'm like, well, where the hell is
Okay.
everyone? And I'm getting all these emails like, oh, well, why aren't you here? Where are you? And I'm like, oh, so I had to, do it manually. But
Okay.
it is easy to do, and I can send you the directions. But
No, it's okay. I'll just look it up.
I just like to log on, and send the link
Do
and be like,
at
I'm
the
ready.
time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you very
See you, Steph.
much.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck, everyone. And you can email or call if you have any questions. Happy to help.
Thank
Hi, I have a question.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi.
Yes.
Do you have to have Google app on your phone and able to do it? Like Google Classroom app, can you do it without the app or no?
Where are you trying to put the video?
On Google Classroom.
So my advice, if you're shooting it on your phone, I would say download the Google Classroom app, just because that eliminates the step of you having to airdrop or email the video file to yourself and then download it, save it, and then upload it to Google Classroom. I think it's much more efficient to just upload your video.
Okay, thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to.
Yeah, listen, let me know. Email me if you're struggling or you have questions.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Anyone else? Steph Matricardi, you good?
Yeah, I think I'm
okay.
good.
Well, listen, you've got my number, and
you.
we're connected on Facebook. So just shoot me, a text,
For
or
sure.
let me, if you want help editing it, I can help.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I'll see you soon.
Sounds good.
All right, bye.